Have you found a Shturman stash key? Want to know what to do with it? Let's begin. First of all, this key sells to Miss Therapist for roughly 100k. So here is the loot table. There is quite a lot that can be in here. We've got different ammo packs, guns, scopes, gun parts. You got electronics, handguards, gear, info items. So some of these could be worth some money. More gun parts, magazines. There can be a M1A in there. There could be money, pistol grips, actual pistols, ammo, suppressors, grenades, and then valuables. So my plan is to show off the key in an offline raid, show you the location, and then we're going to open it 5 times total for the video, and then I will rank it at the end. While we're loading in, this is a woods key. Here it is on the map. As we run over, a little bit of info about this key. This is a key that drops from Shturman. He is the boss on woods over at the sawmill. There's a chance that he has it on him, but it is not always guaranteed. Now, people tend to farm Shturman. He's a pretty farmable boss, and you can buy these on flea market. It is actually a kind of fun thing to do late wipe, is to buy Shturman keys and gamble to see if you make a profit. Welcome to Sawmill. Here is the location where you would fight Shturman. He can be basically all around this area. He can even be up around it in the bushes. He does have a pretty big roaming radius these days. Just to kind of get a lay of the land as far as where the stash is located, here are the 3 cabins. From the cabins over here, you have wood storage. Sorry, this is called wood shed. That's warehouse 2. You're basically coming into the middle of these 3 locations. So you see the wood shed is right there. This is the stash, this wood pile right here. Climb on top of it and do a spin so you can kind of see everything. So cabins are over there, this main road. You got the wood shed, warehouse. Over there's the violet key card, spawn. So the actual stash itself is this little toolbox right here on the tire. Go ahead and open it. You are a little exposed here when you're looting this. So this is, you know, kind of has risk associated with it. And again, this is an offline raid, so the loot is going to be worse. Maybe we'll have better loot in a regular online raid. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, first opening of Shturman's stash. All right, we got a new helmet. The extract. Ooh, an impact. A voodoo. Honestly, pretty pleased with that. No, voodoo's nice. Impact grenade's nice. Stock M4. We get the mine extract, even though I don't know where that is. You know, it's not quite worth, like... That actually might be worth 200k. The voodoo. Yeah, I think that was worth 200k. So first opening, I think, was profit. We'll have to find out. I think this was everything that was in the first attempt. Let's go ahead and take a look. So 68k for the M4. 16 for the shrimp. You can't really put a value on impact grenades. Ooh, those are not as much as I thought they were. 70k for that. This is probably gonna be what, 30, 40k. And an L can is 25k. I still think that was profit. Let's just take a look. What are these costing right now? We basically made the exact same as we spent. Alright, let's unlock this thing. Give me something good. APS-X, I will take that. A scope, another scope that I enjoy. 2 hawks. A... whatever. Okay, let's full backpack. Let's get the hell out of here. I don't think this was a profitable run, but... I definitely don't think it is. Oh, a tip, if you are going to do the gambling of Shturman's Key, leave your sheath open That way, if you get a red rebel, you can throw it right in there. And if you die, it's still on you. Okay, from the first 2 openings, this can't be sold on flea, neither can this, so I kind of hard to put a price tag on it. These I'm just going to quickly sell to traders, because they're not really worth anything on the flea. And then everything that's sold on the flea is right here. So altogether, we have some AP ammo, an impact grenade, and 555k rubles. Now let's go ahead and look at the price of the key right now. We have not profited. Opening number 3. GL, suppressor, M995, AK, an MP5, and a suppressor for a Glock. Okay, that seems reasonable. I believe this is everything that was in there. I'm just missing the helmet, which let's go ahead and price right now. H-Gelm. Let me know if it'll search if I type it in like that. Yep. That, yeah, only 26k. The M995 is like the APSX. You can't exactly put a price tag on it because it can't be sold on flea. And again, with the GP25, can't put a price tag on that either. Let's go ahead and pin that. This is a GL for the AK platform. So all in all, that is 150k that I just listed on the flea market. Plus this and this. I would say this was a bad one. This was a definite loss versus the price of the key. Like, put an estimate value of maybe I could agree with like 250k. This was a loss. So far, I don't think I'm super enthusiastic about how this key's going, but we got 2 more openings and then we're done. Shturman down, I think. I think that was his hood. Yes, Shturman down. Got a key for me. Twitch Rivals banned. Okay. You know what? That's pretty good. I can't complain about this one. Oh, there we go. Now it'll all fit. Nice. Alright, I believe this is what was in there. This is a good haul. This should be profitable. Another ammo that we can't really put a value on. Let's go ahead and list everything else for sale. Ooh, the Twitch Rivals ban by itself basically pays for the key. I'm probably not going to sell that. I'm going to hold on to that. Let's sell everything else. All right, I did the math. So the value of this run was roughly 550k, pretty close. So we basically doubled our value. Not quite. Final opening. So opening number 5. Doing 5 for this video. Come on. Oh, it's empty. Look. Euros. Another GL. Razors. I like that scope. One of my favorites. This is kind of trash. Kind of trash. There it is. All its glory. Oh shit. Way behind him. You fucker! Stop pushing me. That didn't kill him? There we go. I think this might have been everything. I feel like I got something mixed up along the way, but either way, pretty dang disappointing. The last one's disappointing. I think my final ranking of this key, sorry, my stash is such a mess. I put it as an A tier key. I don't think anything on Woods deserves to be S tier. We have 2 more keys to go. I'll make a guide for those tonight and put them out soon. But essentially, the Depot key, the Shturman's key, and the SSK, Shturman Stash key, I think are all a fair A tier. This has a good chance for high quality loot and tank batteries. This has a lot of suppressors and a good chance for Bitcoin. And then this is basically you're gambling every time you run this, but the whole goal of this key is to get the Red Rebel. And for those of you who don't know, the Red Rebel here is a melee weapon that is required for 2 different extracts in the game, one for Shoreline and one for Reserve. So it is a very hot commodity item. The only 2 places you can get it is on Shturman himself and from the Shturman stash key. So that is the main reason why this gets to be an A tier. If I had found a Bitcoin, maybe I would have put it as an S tier. And if I had found a Red Rebel, maybe it would have been an S tier. But as far as reading it on the wiki and my experience with this key, I think A tier is fine. Thank you very much for watching this video. My name is Kevin, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.